Yo, what's poppin'? I'm here with the preview for the final two matches of the Kickoff Clash. The losers bracket final of the Dallas Fuel against the Atlanta Reign, and then the winner of that facing the LA Gladiators in the grand final, the best of seven series. So, Dallas, let's look at their run from here. They beat Toronto 3-0, they lost to Gladiators 3-1, they beat Florida 3-1, then they roll shock 3-0. Now they're here. Atlanta beat Florida, beat Shock, both 3-1, lose to Gladiators 3-0 in a horrific fashion, and now they're here. So, what do I predict? Well, the Gladiators hard rolled them really bad, and their mental was crushed. Kai was legit hitting jump shots off the map, like he was just trick shotting. He was giving up. Atlanta were boomed. Last time they were boomed against London, they got rolled by the Gladiators. This time, what will happen? Well, I think that their mental will still not. I don't think it'll be fully recovered after a day. Uh, I really don't, and I'm going to have to give this to Dallas. I think Dallas just win anyway. Uh, I don't rate Atlanta's rush enough to beat Dallas. I think the Gladiators are one of the only teams that can probably do it. And I'm going to give this 3-1 probably. Atlanta can probably still win on Watch Punch or Gibraltar if they go there. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a 3-1 because I think Atlanta could, if they rebound off their ego and they find a way, they could beat Dallas. Maybe they could, but I just don't see the vision. Not after losing that badly to Gladiators and having their mental demolished, and for a team that really feeds off their ego, you see it when they're feeling themselves. They can beat Shock, who apparently who took in Dallas even better. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3-1 to Dallas and have them advance to the Gladiators. Now let's say Atlanta do beat Dallas. How do I think they fare against the Gladiators? I think the Gladiators are a better team and they can break their mental again. But at the same time, Atlanta could be really angry and seek for revenge and could get a rage buff. So those are two things to consider against Gladiators, but I think they're just the better team, and they'll make Atlanta upset again after a map or two, and Gladiators will probably win that. I think Glads will win 4-0, or Atlanta will win like 4-0. I don't think that will be a close series either way. But I would give the edge to Gladiators pretty significantly. And now, because I think Dallas is going to there, what do I think we're going to see? Well, I think we're going to see Dallas take a map, probably. They took this map. I believe this was Eichenwald. They took Eichenwald, I think, against Gladiators. What was it? Unexpected error. You're joking. It was Kings Row. They took Kings Row. So I think we'll take another. Um, but judging by how Glad beat them on Rush and beat them on Coliseum and beat them all that way around, I see a 4-1 for Gladiators. I don't even think I'll give Dallas two maps. I'll give Dallas a map, but I don't think I'm going to give them more. I'm going to call a 4-1 win for Gladiators. So that's what we have coming up. Gladiators are probably the favorite at this point, which makes sense. They came from the upper bracket, but you can't truly count out Dallas. But I'm going to. Uh, I just like Gladiators too much. I like their flexibility too much to adapt to whatever Dallas wants to do. And they just know what comps they think are best into which situations, and they are team proficient enough to play it. So the only weakness for the Gladiators is if they try to play the Zarya, because we haven't seen too much Zarya from them. But because they can play all the other three variants, they don't need to play the Zarya. If Dallas plays Zarya, they can just play the Rhine. Maybe there's some maps where that's not viable, but overall, I think it is. So I'm going to give it a 4-1 for Gladiators. And that's going to be it for the Kickoff Clash. So like this video, give it a subscribe. Let me know what you're predicting down below. And have a good one.